First of all, it's great seeing you guys today. I won't turn the camera around because I did a little screw up last time, but because I've got about 50, 60, maybe over 60 guys here. So say hello to Ralphie just by noise. Can you say hi to Ralph on the Ralphie? Hey, look, I'm going to give a little lesson today, and it's going to be about 10 or 12 minutes, and I'm saying for some of the guys online, and actually this isn't a catch on YouTube and all that stuff, but actually the message today, I'm going to give you something at the end. It's not a free prize or a gimmick. It's actually something that somebody gave me that really changed my life on the end of the video. So if you guys, by the way, in this script, watch the video. If you like it, or if you like it online, you can press subscribe, forward it to your friends. If you don't like it after 30 seconds, just delete it and go back to your GameCube video, because this won't help you, man, all right? But in this video and talking to you guys, I want to give it to you straight. Hey, this is almost over 2 years now we've been doing this. You guys might have heard me tell this story back a year ago. A little bit about New Zealand. When I was in New Zealand coaching hoop, if you watch the national team, you'll see Burger King on the national team uniform. And it was a team I was coaching there, a pro team, and our sponsor was Burger King, okay? And the guy's name was Mark that owned the Burger Kings, him and his business partner. And they own all the Burger Kings in New Zealand and Australia. Good dude. I mean, really good dude. He's from Santa Cruz, California, went to New Zealand. So we become friends, and we hit it off. Of course, he sponsored my team, so I want to make sure I hit it off pretty dang well, right? But so I get to know him a little bit, and he's a little bit under stress, got the nice car, and he's got like over 100 Burger Kings and Hungry Jacks all over Australia, New Zealand. He's doing his thing, and we'll get to know him a little bit. He goes, hey, I want you to come by the office and see what I'm doing. I go, and he sits me down. He's about 15 years older than me. He's, hey, coach, have a seat. How's the team? The whole bit. We're talking. He goes, I want you to look at my video cameras. What are you talking? He goes, oh, see all of my restaurants up there on my video? He goes, I want you to sit there for 10 minutes, and we're going to watch all my general managers stealing money from me and doing all the scam stuff. He goes, it's unbelievable. I'm going to show you my medicine. I'm going to show you the kids that I don't know. My wife, that's hanging on a thread. I just want you to see my life, my real life. I don't want to see you be in my Lamborghini driving around Auckland, New Zealand, coming to games. I want to see you my real life. This is a guy owning 100 plus Burger Kings. Oh, this is great. He's my sponsor, so I'm going to hang out and watch. And then afterwards, we go eat. And it wasn't at Burger King. It took me to a nice restaurant, right? And he says, hey, coach, I want to invite you to my Bible study. What? Yeah, no, on Wednesday night, man. No, he's 60 years old. I want you to come along. Well, he's a sponsor of my team. What am I going to say, right? It wasn't for him. I don't have a team to coach. So, yeah, I'll show. Where do you live? I live on Mercer Island, the whole bit, or whatever they call it. I go over there, and it's a little cute Bible. It's like 45 minutes. You got a couple snacks there, a little bit. Some dudes are there. They're as messed up as me. We're, doing a little thing. And he's talking about Nathan. I wish I had a Nathan in my life. And so we're talking afterwards, a few weeks later, and he goes, look, man, I don't know God. I just want to know him. Oh, that's quite interesting. Yeah, I want to know him because I missed a lot of things. Look, I got worldly success, but I got no success. And I was reading the Bible that said I need to work out my salvation. I got to take some action here, man. I just can't be a dead dude. And he told me I got to seek him, and I'm going to learn the Bible, and I'm going to have a prayer life. That's what I'm going to do. That's my ticket. And I'll go to the Lord. But I'm embarrassed to go to the Lord, he says. So right now I'm just going to have my Bible study at my house because I want to hear some Bible, because I want to learn something. The rest of my life is all smoke and mirrors, man. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. Well, these are the story today. It kind of ties into what we're all about here. One of the guys the other day asked me earlier in the week, and he said to me, he goes, hey, what is this Friday donut thing all about? What do you do? What do you stand for, all this stuff? Hey, man, come for donuts. Meet the fellas, Go online, watch the video. It's a bunch of guys, we're as messed up as all get out, come on by, sugar yourself up. I was kind of busy, wasn't paying attention that much. And then he goes, no, what's it about, man? I said, that's a great question. We got all these new guys here. I better nail this down. Number one, when Farmer started this group, we said, no one leaves the building without knowing how much Christ loves him. And you might not know him yet. You might be like Mark at Burger King. And plus, we're in a higher desk down there. Most of you guys aren't short $1. Most of you aren't. You're driving around. You're doing your thing. You got a little golf thing going. You got kids. You got grandbabies. You know, you can write checks, donations. You can do all the things. You live in your little bubble. It's all well and good. You never know. My guys in the video might be struggling. But we want you to know how much the Lord loves you. You can go to him. And you got to go direct. The church can't help you. Steve-O can't help you. It's nice to go. You learn a little bit. You get a couple Bible verses. But to know how much the Lord loves you and to know him, you got to go direct. So that was like one of the things we talked about. The second thing I told the guy, we're just shooting a breeze, is we really encourage, you got to forgive. You guys in this room, you got to drop your anger, man. The world is still going to kick your ass. But you got no way to recover if you don't forgive everybody. Everybody. Especially your parents. You got to forgive everybody. And to return to your Father. And then the last one was that we're talking, and I get a little touchy with this one because I didn't do this very well, and I'm a work in progress on this one. And it was the big one. And I'm going to tie this in. I'm going to nail this today. I don't want anyone to leave here without knowing this one. And I'm not talking down to you. I'm encouraging you. And you guys know the story on this last point. So important. I didn't know the Lord at the time. But I wanted to know him. I was like Mark, so I was spending a little time in the Bible, and I knew that's where I could find the Lord. I could go direct, but I didn't want to go direct because I was so messed up. I knew my sin problem. I knew I was a disaster. Just like you cats in this room. I don't have to tell you guys you're messed up. You guys know you're messed up as hell. Everybody here knows that. But we have an escape. We can go to Christ. That's our only answer. It isn't chasing skirts. It isn't entertainment after entertainment after entertainment. It's not dope. It's not booze. We got one shot to go to Jesus Christ. Well, back to the third pillar. So I'm reading the Bible, and it said, men, and this is for men, you need to honor your wife in all things so your prayers aren't hindered. Now, I told you all that. When I read that for the first time, I was shaken. What does that even mean? And I went through it all day long, and I always sit there and I listen to their challenges in their marriage and all this stuff. And I go, whoa. Let's cut the crap. My wife gave me a Bible verse yesterday. It says, the nations have fallen in the pit they have made. Forget the nation. Let's talk about our own home. Starting with mine. The Bible gives me clear instructions like Mark Bacchus. I want to learn how to live his life. That's what he's telling me at Burger King. I want to learn how to live a life that honors God even if I don't know him yet. And so we read this. It says specifically, God tells us specifically. And I hope this resonates and shakes us up a little bit. All of us. We need to honor our wives in all things, so our prayers are not hindered. So let me give you a reality check, and I had to give myself a reality check about 5 weeks ago on this when I was being a little bit difficult at home, and that's mildly difficult. I wasn't honoring my wife. I was being a jerk. I wasn't showing love and kindness and respect and how do I handle the children and all that stuff. So you cats here, I want to challenge you with this and give you some encouragement that the Bible tells us that we go to him, we need to first go forgive everybody. So I think the church has messed us up big time in that one. We can go direct. We can go direct, ask to know him. But he says, yeah, you think you know me? He says, you go first, forgive everybody. And then you come back. That's hard. And then he tells us, men, direct. I want you to go honor your wife in all things, drop all bitterness towards her, and put on love like Christ loved you. And forget about changing the nation. You change, you look in the mirror and you change you. And we need to work on that, starting with the guy talking on this video. And I talk about revival, but that is the revival. We get distracted. I'm right with you in all kinds of stuff. My stock portfolio, whatever it is. My addiction to recreation and entertainment. And I have babies and grandbabies in my house, and I have a wife, and I need to honor her in all things. And we want to change the nation, fellas. Let's look in the mirror and let's honor our wives in all things. We don't want our prayers hindered. And you cats like me that don't honor your wife in all things, or you still have anger, you might have had a false conversion. It's a great sign when you recognize and the Lord puts on your heart you have an unforgiving spirit and you're not honoring your wife in all things. It's a great sign from the Lord that he's stirring your conscience to know him. And I'm going to end it on this, and a little different message today. I understand that. I'm going to encourage you guys and hope it shakes some of you up a little bit. I had this same conversation with Pete about 18 months ago, and we were talking. He was a virtue signal con. He was telling how good he was in chiropractic, and I was telling what a great basketball guy I was. And we were just having a little fun scratching each other's back. And then about 10 minutes into that, we said, you know, we're messed up and we got a problem. We're playing around. We're not honoring our wives in all things. Let's go home and do that. Let's not worry about changing the nation, changing the country. Let's worry about us. Let's go to the Lord and ask him to change us. And while we're doing that, let's commit to honoring our wife in everything we do and say and think. Last thing for the guys here on the video that don't know the Lord yet, and I'm not going to get y'all emotionally turned on and excited and all this going, music going. I'm just going to give it to you kindly and straight today. The Lord loves you, and he's merciful with kindness, forgiveness, and he wants you to go seek him with all your heart, all your mind, and all your soul, and you will find him. But he also wants you to forgive. So you guys here today that don't know him yet or just new in your walk, I keep encouraging you that he says he's not far from you. And I always say this where, you know, the church does the best they can, but they can't save you, mate. Steve-O can't save you. Your guy running the Bible study can't save you. The guy running the pub can't save you. Only Jesus Christ can save you. And you'll have eternal peace with him. Have a great time today with the donuts and the fellowship. Have a great week. And let's honor our wives in all things so our prayers are not hindered. God bless.